the whole point of this operation was to have something in store. Yeah. It didn't have to be immediately, but something, within the short term.
That's why you fire a coach in the middle of the season, is you're getting a head start.
Right. It's like quitting a job and not having something lined up after that. You know what I mean? So I respect the effort that he put in, but I'm confused as in terms of where the logic lies in between the lines.
Well, you're not alone.
And from someone that comes from State College and someone who's pretty much devastated, just like everyone else, I think I could speak for the community of Penn State in that regard. The option is simple. The option has been simple. In my opinion, since the end of that Iowa game, you at least have to give Terry Smith a shot. And Terry Smith is just, this reminds me of so much when Dan Campbell went to Detroit. Dan Campbell's the kind of guy that would literally coach that program for free. Terry Smith, if you go back and you watch Pat Kraft's interview on the 13th of October, talking about someone who embodies Penn State, someone who's an elite motivator, and someone who can recruit well, especially in a really tough area in central Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at the list, and I'm looking at Terry Smith, and Terry Smith. We're just confused, man. And my message is, I love you guys. I love Penn State. We are forever. And I just really wanted to get your thoughts on this, man.
Well, my thoughts on it is it's totally shocking that nobody's taking the gig. And when you fire somebody, in the middle of the season, you open up the top right drawer and you have a bunch of names of people that you would target. The only thing is, I don't think in a million years did they think they would be targeting anybody for James Franklin's firing in the middle of the season. But Terry Smith has done a credible job. There's no question about it. And he wants the gig. He's a former player, and I just don't know how well you're going to do early on, certainly, with a guy who's clearly, he's like, what letter in the alphabet? He's choice M. I mean, you could spell. You could actually. He's choice P, S, and U.
I don't think he minds that, though.
Yeah, well, he won't mind it because he's at the end of the day the head coach of Penn State football, which is all that will matter to him, and he'll get to work and he'll roll his sleeves up. And thanks for the call, Andrew. Is that he's going to have to do that because we're already in the early signing period. And James, do you see how many new Hokies there are that James Franklin is quite familiar with from his Penn State days? Mm-hmm. So, but as a Michigan fan, I will say this, collectively, the coaches that they've reached out to have said, we are not taking the job.
That's so rude.
Okay.
That is so rude.
Nobody's mentioned Brian Daboll for that gig.
Except us and a lot of other people, I guess, but I don't know. Because that would be pretty...
It'd be a home run.
Well, I mean, the last time they reached into the NFL coaching ranks, Bob went up there and turned things around in a much more strident environment.
Yes.
Different things going on.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.